Thanks for watching the Drug Aware Margaret River Pro here in Western Australia for a big round one matchup. Heat number 5 features a former world champ, Gabriel Medina, taking on Wiggolly Dantas and Jesse Mendes. All 3 surfers from Brazil, all 3 goofy footers. How often were people running down to North Point, as we'll get back to that story in a moment, because Medina caught this wave during the break.
Yeah, Gabriel wasting absolutely no time. You know, he's nice little cover up there from Gabriel. So just a small score for him coming through. But this is going to be an interesting heat. Why? Because we've got 3 guys, very similar approaches, and it's going to be that point of difference. So Gabriel Medina going for a nice little backside rotation there, not riding out of it super clean. So
a lot of world champs game plan sometimes you don't see is that where they take their guard down to share that moment with someone special. As we look at Wiggolly Dantas, take a quick wave, a little deep, so he's got to step off.
Yeah, it's kind of tricky at the moment, isn't it, Joe? That tide's sort of on the way out right now. We've seen the, and if he can stay injury-free for a period of time, I think he's going to be super dangerous.
It's going to be fun to watch that roll. Here's the wild card, Jesse Mendes, up and out. And that wave's going to run on down the beach without him.
You just see surfers coming. I mean, Japan, Hiroto. I love that. I want to see a Japanese surfer back on tour again.
Now making a move is Jesse Mendes from Guarujá, slamming on the brakes to pull in. Great vision for Mendes. He'll fight to get his way out. Now set up, turn off the top, and he'll get out of there.
And Jesse, on his backhand, just slides in perfectly. Great tube stance. I like the fact he's further up his board, using that front part of the board, using that rocker to literally slow yourself down. If you step on the tail, you lift the nose out, and that's when you pick up speed. You can see Jesse further up the board. Perfect positioning right there. And comes out nice and clean. So Jesse Mendes fires one back at Gabriel Medina. Yeah, and his English is close to perfect as well. I mean, these kids have surfed 1,000 heats. Here he goes.
Mendes playing the spoiler wild card role in this contest, just keeping busy on the inside, not getting much on that effort.
I was stoked when I came out of that one.
Well played, coming off number 2 in the world starting out this year. There's only one way to go up there.
Yeah, I definitely put my best foot forward, and
we knew he was going to be an absolute threat, especially here at North Point. Back to this one. Wild card Jesse Mendes loves the barrel out here at North Point today. Gets another quick opportunity, and he's a 3.22 to take the lead. Dantas now needs a 4.77. A wild takeoff with a ton of backwash for Medina, and he'll just fly away.
Wow.
Out of that section. And even the takeoff looked like a tough one for a bad knee with all the backwash. Here comes Dantas. Gabriel on the takeoff. Can he punch free of the exit? And that one's going to hang him up. More waves on the way. It's now time for Mendes to lock in. Nice bigger section to work with here. Pulls in for a moment, trying to slam on the brakes to wipe off some speed, but it's going to just shove him down the line.
Yeah, that's a tricky thing to do here at North Point. It's quite a powerful wave, even at this size.
But you're getting barrel in pretty big sections as we look at this one again.
Beautiful wave here, but you can see how fast he's going. Virtually impossible. You would have ripped your shoulder out if you really did dig your arm into the face of that wave. Look at this from the water angle. Perfect right there, that first section. Didn't quite get as deep as he wanted, but a nice wave nonetheless. It's going to better his situation, increase his lead.
Compete at North Point for the first time ever at the championship tour level. Well, Medina was far inside, back of the line of priority. Will take off on this one. Worked hard to catch up to it. It's a 2-turn combination.
So we're going to see a little, maybe a seesaw battle here between Mendes and Medina. Let's have a look. Bit of white water on the face of the wave. First turn, just a, sort of a smooth transition maneuver. Nothing too radical, but that last turn they're quite critical. So one solid maneuver on that wave.
Priority is with the wild card, Jesse Mendes.
Next one. Oh my goodness.
He's thinking about it. It's already unloading. Late takeoff, slides right into the barrel. Great positioning for the wild card. Plenty of room to move. Comes flying out of the pit. Great timing to have priority with one of the better looking waves of the day. Let's see what happened for Jesse here, Potts.
Yeah, beautiful. Straight in and out of that one. Deep as you want. Jesse Mendes comes flying out the end and just decides to kick out. All the damage was done right there. Let's have a look as the set unloads at North Point. Jesse slides in. and disappears. One of the best feelings in surfing. That's what we all strive for. That's what we all look for, is that big tube ride.
Jesse Mendes getting the call up since he was #1 on the qualifying series. And now he's already capitalizing on this gift.
Up and over the foam ball even, Joe. So that was a nice critical barrel. Got nice and low, grabbed the rail for that extra point of contact with the board. This kid's leading the QS rankings for a reason. I mean, he's no slouch, you know. He's been knocking on the door for quite some time.
Medina needs an answer. Airdrops the takeoff, trims it off the roof, but he loses the handle.
Yeah, well, I tell you what, it's not one of those venues you want to count on a world title at, that's for sure. As we see Gabriel Medina just going for broke right there, knows he needs something special. A 7.15 is kind of a special wave out here. I mean, it's a big score, isn't it? And Medina just a bit too much weight on the back foot, almost wheeling down the face of that wave, losing his balance.
Here at Margaret River, let's see how the wild card got the big lead. He was always hunting the barrel pots, kind of went for 3s, 2s, had a nice solid base until he had priority at the right time to capitalize.
No, exactly right. He was in the rotation, you know, started off well, got the ball rolling early. You know, mid-range scores. Medina kept fighting back though. This kid never gives up, does he, Joe? A couple of beautiful turns right there. That's his best wave, the 3.93, but Mendes, that's what we came here to see. Beautiful positioning. I love the style on Jesse Mendes, and he's leading the QS rankings, so we could see him next year on the CT.
And now Medina back to live action, trying to come from behind in the matchup. Already a big turn behind him out the back, going for the rotator, and it's not going to come down for him.
You see Medina running away down to the left-hand side of your screen. Mendes trying to follow him. Watch out for Wiggolly Dantas, though. He's on the inside, needing a 9.3.
Wiggolly setting up the backhand. This wave will count in time. He almost needs perfection. Under the lip hack for Dantas. This section's going to close it out on him, and Wiggolly's going to run out of time. So the superheat with all 3 Brazilian goofy foots ends up going the way of the wild card, as we're just looking at this barrel rifle off down the point.
Was there someone in there, Joe?
I think Mendes was in there to start. We'll see how far he made it on that one. Go unridden. Let's see what happened here.
Oh, so Jesse using his priority after the buzzer and just got swallowed up right there. But look at that wave. Whew. Let's see more of that as this day progresses. Mendes, upset of the day so far.
A big one for the wild card. First performance at the championship tour level, goes for a victory into round 3, sending a world champion Medina into round 2, and Wiggolly Dantas as well will look to reset as this one continues.